Hey guys, Coach Keith Keppner here, and we're going to do another fight study on Mike Tyson's 8th pro fight when he fought Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson, to be clear, had, TKO loss, a TKO loss, unanimous decision loss before fighting Tyson, showed that he could be stopped when he went to meet Mr. Tyson, so which, you could say can't take a punch, but obviously Tyson's punch is gigantic, so definitely can't take a Mike Tyson punch. So at this point, he was, but again, they're building him along. Michael Johnson, 11-5. And how many of those last losses were before he fought Tyson? Again, this is how you move somebody along. When you have a giant machine behind you to do it just right. I was talking to someone who said that they built the ring for Mike Tyson's first fight, which is interesting. But yeah, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Can I count? 4. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So four of the 5 losses were, 3 of the 5 losses were in a row before he saw Mr. Tyson, and then 2 of those were from separate times before. But he was on a 3-fight losing streak, with 2 of those him being TKO'd before he fought Mr. Tyson. Right? Sounds like a perfect opportunity for Johnson, right? Michael Johnson, right? It's a perfect time to fight Mike Tyson. Wouldn't you think so? Right? I'm sure they sold it to him and his coach or manager really well. Right, let's get into it, guys. By the way, why should you listen to me? I've coached amateur and professional boxers for going on 15 years. I've taken guys from complete zero to elite level, fighting on national television, things like that. And then I was mentored by my father, Doc Keppner, who was a professional boxer for many decades. He coached me as a fighter, and I mentored under him as a coach. And then his mentor as a coach was Chuck Bodak, and also Chuck coached him as a fighter in Chicago. And Chuck worked with over 50 world champions, and he was the Olympic coach for Muhammad Ali. Bam. This fight. Classic one, right? Here, Tyson, nice head movement, really good form. Just looking very sharp in this fight. If you watch here, Tyson with the combination, really sweet combo. He goes like a good boxer should. He starts off with that jab. He goes a 2 straight for the body as, forgot his name, Johnson opens up and tries to get that 3 up top. Johnson panics a little bit. Then he tries to catch Johnson going off to the left side. Brilliant stuff. Boom, boom. Johnson tries to move off to the left. Tyson does what a good boxer does. Tries to catch him going off to that left. Boom, right hook, right hook. That drives him over where? Boom, to that corner. Now, Tyson uses that jab. That was a nice jab and slip, same time. Classic move. Didn't land the jab clean, but he didn't get hit clean either. Johnson starts to look down. Starts to put the head down. Tyson goes down there, splits up with an uppercut. Now, slip, up top with the hook. Body shot, weave under. Steps back a little bit. That's an important thing to remember, is that Tyson's being very aggressive here, but he's also being very smart. Here, head movement combo, bam, 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 makes a miss, little step back. Still stays in control though. Notice he still keeps the pressure with Johnson near the corner. An improvement from the last fight. Let me go back just a couple inches here. I want to see. Yeah, that was that good jab. Boom. Then Johnson slips that jab for the standard side. Mike Tyson sees it. Boom. Splits up with the uppercut. Weaves under the hook. Weaves under this hook. Body shot. Hurts him with the body shot. And, biggest thing, guys, he's ready to come back. Boom. Ready to come back. You see that, guys? It wasn't a hit and done. He weaves under. Whoop. Bam. Ready to come back up top. It wasn't there. It was a great short hook. And look at, like I talked about in the other videos, boom, boom. This is what you can learn from Mr. Mike. Look how he rotates his body. Do you want power like Mike Tyson? Well, guess what? You maybe can't get it, but guess what? You can get more power than you have right now. You're not destined to the desolate island of just horrible no power. You can get power right now, or more power right now, by rotating like you see Mr. Mike do. how you shadow box. And when you shadow box, you rotate like that. That's how you produce that power. Let's watch that sequence kind of all together, though, because it's a classic Mike Tyson sequence here. Whoop, whoop, bam, bam. Missed the hook up top. That's okay, though. Great liver shot. With the power you hit somebody on the on their right side with your left hook, it doesn't have to be as much power on the right side as you would on the right side to put him down. And then he walks in with this big shot. So you can hit him with a so-so shot on the left side and put somebody down. And if you hit him on the right, hit him with your right hook on the right and lefts, guys. I'll say punches for you. You do your left hook to people's body with so-so power, but in the right placement, good timing, squeeze, you can put people down. You do the same exact power with your right arm on the left side of their body, and it won't quite have the same effect. You're going to have to break a rib or really dig or beat it down a little bit. Or maybe they just have a soft body. They can't take body shots. Tyson walks in, big right hand up top. Boom. And that is it. Again, very long fight, right? Gosh. Whew. Oh, man. The fight's too long. All right. But this is what makes Tyson so appealing and also builds a mystique. And boxing is about entertainment, guys. Okay, so here we go. Here's the great sequence in slow motion. So, slip. Comes up with the uppercut, doesn't land it clean. Weaves under again. Boom. And a beautiful left hook for the body. Boom. Look at the connection point. The palm is slightly up and the palm faces him. Look at this. Boom. Great. Left hook to the body. Do your left hooks like that and you'll have that effect. Or at least closer to that effect. So think about it. Right now, Johnson is worried about the body. He just got hurt to that body, and that's where it actually makes sense to go back for people's body, but also it makes sense to come out and go for the head, because if you watch, Johnson drops down for the body to protect the body. Boom. And that's why that shot comes over the top. You watch it one more time. Boom. Oh, go back a little bit. Here, Johnson drops the hands down in anticipation, maybe Mike hitting the body, and gets cracked by a jaw-jerking right hand. Remember, with power, guys, it's just about as much placement as it is about force. Timing, placement, and force. You got those things together, then you create beautiful results. Of course, this is just one of the greatest, like, classic Tyson sequences and shots. Boom. Look at that. All right, guys. Well, that, again, wraps up for another short one. Don't worry, not too long. Mike's going to have a little bit longer fights as he goes up in competition, as he gets moved by one of the greatest moving machines in boxing to get him to the heavyweight title. Of course, he needed talent and hard work to get there. And so, a lot of respect. Also, make sure you watch out, because this Monday, yes, this Monday, it's like basically almost here. My book, my first book ever, 66 Strategies and Tactics to Outthink and Outfight Your Opponent, comes out on Amazon. You don't want to miss it, and you don't want to wait until your opponent reads it and takes the tactics and strategies first. You want to learn it first. So go check that out, guys. Also, if you want to work with me, you're not limited by your zip code, and you're also not limited by where you are. If you're a complete beginner, you can fast track yourself, and it's really great for someone that feels like maybe they're not getting the attention that they need, or maybe they just don't have a good coach around them or a good gym, and you're kind of stranded. Or maybe you want to level up in some area that you think you and I can work together on, because I've helped so many people already in this fashion. This is why it's so cool. This is why I do it. Level up, where they get that extra pair of eyes from a different perspective, and it just changes their game automatically. So make sure you check that out, guys. I'll see you there. And get that book, guys. Coming out basically right now, probably when you see this video. Go to Amazon, check it out, and do it before your opponent does.